Welcome, ladies and lords, to the Tandem Yeti video, where today I will be talking about the new Stranger Things announcement regarding the release date. Now, as with a lot of things these past few years, we've been waiting for a Stranger Things release date for a considerable amount of time. It has been a tumultuous journey. You can follow it back on my previous Stranger Things videos, follow the journey of waiting for the release date. But finally, the day has arrived. They've finally announced the release date, the official 100% release date of Stranger Things Series 4. As well as this, to kind of build up the hype, they've dropped 5 posters, which we can dissect as well. So before we get to the nitty-gritty of the actual release date and my thoughts on that, we'll have a look at some of the posters in the order that they released them. So we start off with in Russia, which is they're going through all the promos, so 001, 002, 003 promos in order. So we're starting off with Hopper in Russia, very excitingly. And we also have a new saying, a new quotation tagline for the series: every ending has a beginning. Which is very interesting, and I think they're coming on to the idea that Series 4 is the beginning of the end, in a sense of like the ending of Stranger Things as a series. I think they've had a lot of taglines, like they've had "We're not in Hawkins anymore" as well. On top of that, I think I like this. Every ending has a new beginning. It feels like they're taking the. It seems like every time they have an announcement, they take the promotion in a slightly different avenue, slightly different angle, which is intriguing. It is interesting to see what they will do with the promotion, and also going forward. Now we know the release date. What kind of trailers and promotions will they release, leading up to the actual series? For now, all we have are these posters, so let's see what we can see here. So we have Hopper. We have 2 other people. I want to assume maybe one of them's Joyce, maybe, gone to save Hopper with, what's his name? Murray. It's been a while since I've watched the show, so forgive me if I make any mistakes with the names or anything. Maybe they're just random Russians. I don't know. I feel like they're big important characters. It looks like we have some kind of upside down like fire, like the upside down. Are they in the upside down actually? There's some kind of fire, and then look up there. There's like they're either mountains or it might even be another one of those massive creatures that are towering over everybody. But it really looks like a really miserable prison, a really miserable place to be. So there we go. Every ending has a new beginning. Let's have a look at this. The next promo. What have they said? Russia getting the band back together. Bring a jacket. So, getting the band back together makes me think that these 2 are people we know. Maybe Joyce. Don't know who the other one will be. 11? No, I feel like she's busy in her own storyline to get involved with that. The second one, the lab. Every story starts somewhere. So that's hinting that this story in the lab is, in fact, a kind of flashback prequel to what it was like for 11 previously. But it also looks like she's got hair there, so it looks like she might travel back to the lab, and then she might end up having memories. And this fire is here still again in this one. Is she in the upside down? It looks like there's blood splattered everywhere. Is that the aftermath of the Demogorg fight thing and everything? Who knows? But yeah, it seems like in all of these promotions we have this image of the fire from the upside down infiltrating the place that they're in. And we have the Creel House promotion, where it's the creepy haunted house, where it's this gang. So I feel like 11's going off on their own separate story, and then we have Hopper, Joyce on their story, and then we have the gang of like Steve, Dustin. Come on, this is really testing me now. Let's see whether I can get every single one of these names. Steve, Dustin, Nancy, played by Maya Hawke. What's her name? What's her name? That's really annoying me now. She's played by Maya Hawke, I think. That isn't the character name of the character. but she was introduced in series 3. And then we have Erica, and then we have. I haven't. This is too embarrassing. I have not forgotten her name. What is her name? What? I haven't forgotten it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Why I can't remember both of their names. Is it Lucas? We have Will, Lucas, 11. I'm literally gonna Google Stranger Things characters now because this is bugging me way too much. Stranger Things. What on earth is her name? She's not even coming up. Oh my goodness. Come on, what's her name? Come on, look at cast. My goodness. Just... Robin, that's May Horsecar's name. And then Max as well. Mad Max. How can I forget that? Mad Max, Robin. What was he called Lucas? Lucas, he was. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness I remember his name. So we have Max, Lucas. I remember now. I don't know why that just wasn't coming up for some reason. So we have Steve, Dustin, Erica, Nancy, Robin, Max, Lucas. There you go. I've got it now. It's been a while since I've watched this series. I'm gonna rewatch it soon though, because obviously for the series when it comes out. And then we have the 4th promotion, which was the California one. And they're in California. This is Will, Finn. Oh yeah, Finn wasn't there as well. He's not called Finn. That's the name of the actor. Mike, that's his name. And then who's that? Wait, I don't know. Maybe they're new characters. Oh, they're going to be the new Hellfire Club people in the pizza van and all that. And then we have the fire, and it looks like there's tendrils coming out. So it looks like it is the Upside Down seeping into the real world. And then there's bikes left there. And that's kind of calling back to the first series where Will left his bike. And the first thing that they found as evidence was his bike in the forest. That's calling back to that. And then we have this very interesting letter from Matt and Ross, the Duffer Brothers, about Stranger Things. So let's give this a read. Hi nerds, do you copy? It's been a little while. With 9 scripts, over 800 pages, almost 2 years of filming, thousands of visual effects shots, and a runtime nearly twice the length of any previous season, Stranger Things 4 was the most challenging season yet. It's also the most rewarding one. So twice the length of any previous season. So that means we'll have like 2-hour-long episodes, essentially. Not every episode, obviously. Maybe we might have episodes an hour and a half, an hour and a quarter. But definitely, we'll definitely have like a 2-hour finale or something. I definitely feel that coming. Everyone involved is incredibly proud of the results, and we can't wait to share it with you. They've been saying this; they're very happy with it. They generally think it could be the best thing they've made, and it looks like they've gone back to their roots of Series 1 because a lot of people didn't like Series 3. I didn't enjoy Series 3. I mean, I admit maybe it wasn't as good as the first 2. Series 3 still an excellent series of television. So I'm happy with whatever they decide to do for Series 4. But a lot of people are happy that it looks like they're rooting back to kind of the atmosphere of the first series. And they might even combine all 3, which I'd love to see because it's them building on stuff that they've made previously. Given the unprecedented length, so this is a really long, according to them, we're getting a really long series, which is really exciting. And to get it to you as soon as possible, Season 4 will be released in 2 volumes. So I really like that they're really trying their best to get it out to us as soon as possible. It seems like we've been waiting for ages, and it feels like, oh, why do we have to wait this long? But they really are doing everything they can to get it to our screens as soon as possible. Volume 1 will release on May the 27th. Volume 2 will release 5 weeks later on July the 1st. I actually really like this approach because I feel like we'll be able to kind of watch the first one, let it digest, take our time watching it, kind of, I like watching an episode a day. I know a lot of people like to binge it, but I feel like with Stranger Things, an episode a day, I can think about each episode, review each episode, and then let that first section digest, and then we can look forward to the second section where everything, I'm sure, will go crazy. So we essentially have 2 series of Stranger Things to look forward to within a short space of time. May the 27th is very soon. I'm very excited. So that's good news. It's coming soon, and it's bigger than ever. It's also the beginning of the end. 7 years ago, we planned out the complete story arc for Stranger Things. That's interesting. So they knew what they were doing from the very beginning, and they still do. At the time, we predicted the story would last 4 or 5 seasons. It proved too large to tell in 4, but as you'll soon see for yourselves, we now are hurtling toward our finale. So it definitely does seem like something will happen this series will make it clear that we're coming to the end of the whole thing, which I don't know what that's going to be, but that entails something really interesting for the series. Season 4 will be the penultimate season. Season 5 will be the last, which is great. I'm glad they're not going to milk it. That being said, there are still many more exciting stories to tell within the world of Stranger Things. New mysteries, new adventures, new unexpected heroes. Are they hinting at a spin-off series to come after Series 5, or a spin-off film? Or are they just saying there's so much to tell within the next 2 series? They're obviously not going to make that clear, but we can speculate. First, we hope that you stay with us as we finish this tale of the powerful girl named Eleven and her brave friends. Yeah, it definitely, actually reading this again, it does sound like that the world of Stranger Things is much bigger than these characters that we're focusing on. And season 4 and 5 will focus on these same characters. And then maybe they are hinting on a separate series in the world of Stranger Things, not focused on these characters. And I don't really like the idea of them milking it. But if they really have some really compelling stories to tell them, maybe I will take it on board. Finish the tale of a powerful girl named Eleven and her brave friends, of a broken police chief and a ferocious mum, of a small town called Hawkins, and an alternate dimension known as the Upside Down. As always, we are grateful for your patience and support. Over and out, Matt and Ross. So it's kind of written in kind of like when they converse over walkie-talkie, very similar to that. So this idea of the 2 volumes, someone suggested that it's because they'll make sure that no one just gets the monthly trial of Netflix, watches the whole of Stranger Things, and then deletes it. Instead, they'll have to get 2 months to watch the thing. I mean, that is very clever, and I feel like that is something they would do. But I still am happy with that kind of format of kind of letting the first half digest before watching the second half. But maybe the motives are a bit skewed if that is the case. But we can't be sure. According to them, it's because they want to get it to us as soon as possible. But who knows the real reasons? Yes, so, and then finally they dropped this poster. Every ending has a new beginning. Volume 1 is coming May the 27th. Volume 2 is coming July the 1st. They had to really release it during my exam time period. Maybe I might finish them by then. I don't know. I'll be doing them around that time anyway. So we have this poster. They're all in the different places. These are all the different places. This is 11 in the lab. This is what's his name? Hopper in Russia, and then this is Will and Mike in California, and then this is the gang in Creel House. So we have all of them, and they're all connected by this red fire. So that's super interesting. So I hope you enjoyed this video, everybody, because if you didn't, then you've just wasted about 10 minutes of your life. Thank you for watching, everybody. Goodbye.